if you think about Bitcoin having having date, when we went from, what was it, the fourth epoch to the fifth one in April 2024. But there was a bunch of hype around it, and the halving came, the rewards got split in half, the price shot up, and then it crashed. Then it went down for a while. But then ever since that, I think we're at least 2x since then. So the same as MicroStrategy. The MicroStrategy QQQ announcement was made, price shot up, everybody started buying some, and then it dropped by about $100. But if you're like me, if you see MicroStrategy as a very long-term play and you look at it similar to Bitcoin, then it does matter. It's actually a good buying opportunity. And that's kind of what I want the show to be focused around today. And I think heading into 2025, that's going to be my mentality. And I hope that I can, through the screen here as best I can, set your mindset that way. And that mindset change is looking at Bitcoin, looking at MicroStrategy, looking at all this stuff from a much different perspective, in terms of looking at it from a buyer's perspective as opposed to a seller's perspective. Because when you look at things, and that's how we were raised, that's how the system trains you to be, where you're looking at things as always if you're going to sell them, like stocks, like houses, like anything that you buy, any investment that you make. Everybody has this buy low, sell high mentality. And so we're always looking at things as if we're going to sell them. But I think we need to start looking at Bitcoin, and this is something that I've been trying to do for a while now, but I haven't really communicated it properly. But look at things from a buyer's perspective. And when you look at things from a buyer's perspective, everything changes. Like when the price drops, you're happy about that. As a buyer, you get more sats for the dollars that you're spending. And if you think about it, I mean, most people, I'm guessing, are working here. Not a whole lot of people retired, but some probably are. But even so, with your pension. But if you think about it from a buyer's perspective versus a seller's perspective, then you understand that when Bitcoin's price drops, even though it's like a psychologically, shitty, but when you go to work for that day, any excess you have, any fiat you have in excess, you're going to be buying sats for that. And so you're going to get more sats. Your day, you're getting more from it when the price of Bitcoin is down. When the price of Bitcoin runs up, you go to work for the day, you're getting less. When the price goes up, you're getting less to go to work. So when you look at things from a buyer's perspective, everything changes. And then you can't really lose, because when you look at it that way, you get more sats for your time and energy. But when the price runs up, I mean, you're kind of happy because your net worth has increased. So it's like a win-win when you look at it that way. And you're never really sad about anything because you're just getting more sats for your time and your energy. So I think that that's one thing heading into 2025 that I really want to change and talk about a lot on this show, is thinking about things from a buyer's perspective, not a seller's perspective. Hey, Craig with a fat zap to start the day. Me and Craig got a couple of meetings today talking about SUBSTACK, the inheritance protocol. 21 sats, that's what Craig has called it. The 21 sats security protocol. SUBSTACK, inheritance stuff. And I think that's going to be the biggest part of 2025 for me, is that working with Craig, helping people encrypt their Bitcoin. And Craig sent in 2,100 sats for a zap. Thank you, Craig. And Phoenix Falconer is over in Zapstream as well. Sunshine says, they don't understand we are never selling. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Don't look at it as if you're selling it. Look at it as if you're buying it. You're going to be buying forever. You're going to be holding it for a while. So why would you ever look at it from a seller's perspective? It doesn't make any sense. Like think about it. Think about your day-to-day life in 2024. Just think back, 2024, the majority of your days, did you spend thinking about selling Bitcoin or buying Bitcoin? I can't think of too many days in 2024, maybe 5 or 6 days throughout the whole year where I was thinking about selling, where I needed to, again, to cover my life, to pay for things. So 5 or 6 days out of 300 days that I was a seller. The other 360, I was looking at buying Bitcoin. And so why would I ever look at things through a seller's perspective when I'm mostly a buyer and I have zero intentions of selling the majority of my Bitcoin? It doesn't make any sense.